Welcome back, nerds. Fino here with everything you need to know about FGO's new Halloween event. If you're a new player, you just need to complete Orleans to participate. And given some of the rewards in this event, I'd highly recommend rushing to make that happen. In fact, if you haven't already, I'd say this is one of the better times to start FGO. Your most notable prize is Cinderella Elizabeth, a single target buster rider. She's a solid beatstick and caster bosses show up pretty frequently in this game. Even if you already have Kintoki and Ryoma, getting Elizabeth will give you coverage in all three card types, so don't think you're off the hook just because you were around for Onigashima. Next up is a new Mystic Code, Halloween Royalty, a buster-oriented support option. It packs more upfront damage than the Atlas uniform while retaining a limited cleanse and invulnerability buff. For anyone without Koyanskaya, it's a decent launching point. One very underrated element of this event is that it grants you access to a lot of old Halloween resources. Of these, you should lock in some of the old craft essences. Aerial Drive is a buster and B damage starting charge combo option, and it's the best default pick for most buster servants, especially if you aren't running high-end Black Grail or K-Scope setups. The other notable pick is Made in Halloween. This amplifies your healing received by a tremendous amount. It's a very niche effect, but when it's relevant, it enables some crazy shenanigans. For instance, it lets pretty much every servant solo Tiamat. Unfortunately for us, this list doesn't include Royal Icing, which was from Oniland. That was a Halloween event and Elizabeth was technically in it, but I guess we'll have to wait for Elizabeth Japan to become playable first. The event shop also has spare copies of the various welfare Elizabeths, so if you're wondering why Halloween Trilogy only gave you the initial copy, that's why. You also get servant coins. For any Elizabeth enthusiasts out there, you'll want these to hit 120 with full appends. All of the pre-Cinderella Ellies will be added to Evocation down the road, but getting coins now will save you the trouble of hitting max bond. Between the shop and point ladder, you'll get enemy spawn craft essences. As soon as you get 5, make sure to combine them for a 100% bonus. 100 is the absolute cap, so a single limit broken copy of each will cover all your bases. In the past, spawn CEs would create some pretty annoying situations, but this event has a Lost Belt 6 mechanic where more than 3 enemies can show up at once. Not only does this make 3-turn farming compatible with extra enemy spawns, but sometimes this can even let non-loopers like the original Shuten Doji farm. Little Tailors also has niche uses, since it comes with 1 stack of debuff immunity and starting charge, making it a more immediately impactful Vessel of the Saint in most situations. This event is time and point gated for the record. The latter locks you into some of the crappier free quests early on, so I'd recommend keeping pace with at least the early part of the grind so you aren't shitting yourself on the last day. Points also gate certain side quests, which reward command codes among other things. Priestess of the Silver Key gives flat stars and an attack buff purge, Phantom Maiden gives anti-female damage, quite a handy tactical pick, and finally Matching Teddy Bear grants a defensive debuff cleanse and a small heal. Finally, you should keep in mind that event servants get a damage and bond bonus. Saber Mordred and Zenobia are particularly noteworthy since they're functional farmers to begin with, so if you have the resources to build farming teams around them, I'd recommend it. That's the short of it. Once I find my challenge quest footage, I'll be putting that up on Fino and Friends, so subscribe there if you want to get a sneak peek. But if you guys have trouble with any of the fights in particular, let me know in the comments and I'll see if I can cook something up. I'll also be rolling for Jacques de Molay and Zenobia on Sunday, so stop on by at twitch.tv/Finotaisen if you want to see how that goes. 3 PM Pacific time. See you there.